to pitch side, LFC TV's Peter McDowell. Thank you, George. Good evening, everybody.
Welcome. Finally got it right the first time. How's it going, everybody? This is the player lineup, the Europa League, Europa Cup night. I'm actually looking forward to this game. It's a chance to reset after what happened only a few days ago at Old Trafford. And I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna bring in my coach, who's my partner in crime, Toto. Anna.
Yeah, big
up, Toto. Big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah, big up, man. Feeling all right. Much more awake compared to the last video. I've actually finally got some sleep, but man, feeling well. And yeah, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get into this player lineup. But before we start getting into the lineup, some good news, if you don't even know yet. Jota and Trent are back in training. They might be available for tomorrow's game. So that's some positive coming out of the Liverpool camp. There was Klopp at his press conference today, and he was talking about that they might be available. They might be available for selection. Trent and Jota, the gunman. We could have needed Jota the other day, against Man United, but he wasn't ready. And Ibra will probably be playing as well on Thursday night. So that's some positive coming out of the Liverpool camp, man. How do you feel about that, Toto? Like the gunman's coming back, Jota, you got Ibra back in there. Trent as well.
Finally, look, if we're going to keep our front three, I think our best front three would be Nunes, Jota, and Salah.
Yeah.
So because we've got that clinical finish on the middle, you got the pacey wingers, you got pacey Nunes on the wings, skillful, always looking for that extra pass. With Nunes, what I can say about him is always looking for that extra pass in the box, which I also like. It shows that he's not greedy all the time. Jota back, the goals are going in.
They're good, man.
Yeah. So we can actually have a chance of scoring more goals against Crystal Palace. We cannot miss our chances against Crystal Palace because, matter of fact, right, if this keeps on going on, this league can go down.
Listen, we're not going to... Look, at the end of the day, right, the game's done. I understand where you're coming from. The game's done. Let's just move on to the next one now because we can't do nothing about it. What can we do? I know what you think we're going to start missing.
I'm saying that I think when Jota's back, we're going to have more chance of scoring goals because since the Premier League could go down to goal difference,
could
be our gunman to score more goals.
I want to see how many goals Arsenal. Do you know how many goals Arsenal's got over?
I'll check now. Actually,
I'm looking now. Goal average. They have 24 goals. No, they're not 24 goals. They have 51 goals. No, they have 51 goals, and we've got 42. So it's still reachable. It's still reachable, Yeah,
that's still reachable. We just got to get a big scoreline.
Yeah.
Well, get a big scoreline against Crystal Palace and a big scoreline against Fulham, which could be hard since it's Craven Cottage and Fulham. They're actually a decent team at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just got to get lots of goals out of them 2 games because I think that's the only 2 games where we can potentially get a demolition derby out of. So not necessarily Fulham. I think we can pan at Crystal Palace, but who knows? It's football. Anything can happen. But I think Fulham is the game that we have to capitalise on as well.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right, man. I think look, it's manageable. Man City's not that far behind us either. How many Man City are going again over us? So you put it out there. What's the goal average?
We've got 2 over Man City.
We've got 2 over Man City. They've got 40. We've got 42, and Arsenal's got 51. So the Crystal Palace game, we can kind of close that gap on Arsenal a little bit. I know Arsenal's got Aston Villa. I think that will be a tricky game for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will come through it though, being at the Arsenal ground. So we'll see how it goes. Look, we're all equal. We're both equal on points. It's just the goal average. So it might come down to goal average. If it was us, we've got to try and score loads of goals and try and close that gap because it actually might come down to goal average. So it is what it is. So this is the Liverpool game. Let's actually, before we start getting into that, I watched a bit of Champions League yesterday, and I was watching the Champions League, and I remember a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, "Oh, we'll beat Bayern Munich in the first leg, no problem. We're going to beat them 3-1, 4-1." It didn't really work out that way. I knew it wasn't going to be like that because you're playing good in the Premier League. That doesn't mean you're going to turn up. You're going to turn up and win in the Champions League. Champions League is a different animal to the Premier League. Premier League is over 40-odd games, whatever, how many games to play. The Champions League is like a one-off tournament. You're in and out, that's it. The league is different. This is why you got some people that can win the Champions League and they don't always necessarily win their domestic league. Perfect example, I think it was last season or seen before. I think Real Madrid won the Champions League, or they got to the final, but who won the league? I think it was Barcelona who won the league that season. So really, it's not because you're doing good in your domestic league, that doesn't mean you're going to win the Champions League. It doesn't work that way. Bayern Munich is not really, they're not having a bad season. I think Bayern Munich is second. I don't really follow the Bundesliga. I think they're about second. So the second in the table. So it's not that bad. But to their standards, it's bad because they win the league every single year. But they still haven't won they don't win the Champions League every year. You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going with it. Yeah. So there's a lot of these Arsenal players. Well, actually, all of the Arsenal players have never been in the Champions League. Let's face it, they haven't actually been in the Champions League. I think the only one that's actually been in Europe, I think, was Declan Rice, but that was a conference, and they won it. So he's got a little bit of European experience, but he hasn't got the Champions League experience. So when you look at that Bayern side, you got like Muller, a couple of other mans in there. They've got experience in the Champions League. So I think this match, the second leg, what Arsenal have, might actually come down to experience in the end. Because at the end of the day, Arsenal didn't get the job done at the Arsenal ground yesterday. Now they've got to go next week to Bayern Munich, and that's going to be a tough ask for Arsenal to go there and beat Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich is going to be up for that game. They probably know they're not going to win the league, but they're going to try and go further in the Champions League competition. And this is what goes back to my point I've always said. It's about heritage. In the Champions League, it's about heritage. Liverpool's got heritage. Man City's got heritage. Chelsea's got heritage. Man United's got heritage. When it comes to the Champions League, Arsenal hasn't got no heritage. You think about Arsene Wenger, how Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal, and he still can get the job done. He had one of the best sides in the history of football when they had the Invincibles. They had Henry, Patrick Vieira, Bergkamp. They had everything, and they still couldn't get the job done. I think they got to the final and they lost against Barcelona, I think. And what, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, enough of the Arsenal, just because I was watching the Champions League. And I thought, my pick to get to the final of the Champions League, which I'm going to get into now, my pick to get in the Champions League final is, I think the final is going to be Man City versus PSG. And I said this about 2-3 weeks ago when I saw PSG go through. I think this year, I think PSG is going to get in the final. I think the PSG, they've got a good team. I think it's more balanced now than when we had Messi and all them superstars in it and Neymar. Now it's a more balanced team, and I think that PSG is going to get to the final. Do I think they're going to win it? I'm not sure. I can't really say that, but I think it's going to be a PSG and Man City final. I do. I think Man City is going to beat Real Madrid at the Etihad, and I think they're going to get through. They're going to play probably Bayern Munich or Arsenal, depends. But I think probably Bayern Munich. They'll beat Bayern Munich. I think PSG. I think they'll beat AC Milan over 2 legs. They got AC Milan in it. I think they'll beat AC Milan over 2 legs. I think PSG's got AC Milan in it, or is it Dortmund? One of them.
Who they're facing tonight?
Yeah, who they got tonight? PSG? Is it Dortmund or AC Milan?
Barcelona.
No, not AC Milan. I'm talking about Barcelona. Yeah, I think PSG got. I think they'll win. I think they'll win tonight, and I think they'll win the second leg, and I think PSG will get to the final, and I think they'll play Man City in the final. That's my prediction for the final at Wembley. I'm saying it now. I think it's going to be Man City versus PSG, and what a final that will be at Wembley. Yeah. Imagine that.
No.
Mbappe versus Haaland. You couldn't have written it even. It could be a movie, isn't it? That's the way it's going to go. I reckon it's going to be PSG versus Man City. And the same thing will happen. Typical thing will happen. Haaland won't turn up like he never does in finals, and Mbappe will turn up, and it's going to be an interesting game. I don't know who I'm going to predict, but it's going to be. I want to ask you, who do you predict before we get on? Who do you predict?
I think PSG is going to get to the final. Look, they've got the easiest run. If you look at it, they've got the easiest run out of all of them. Man City, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern Munich. They have the hardest run. Arsenal and City. And they've got Real Madrid and Bayern Munich to face as well. So, yeah, I think PSG will reach the finals. And I think Real Madrid in the final. Real Madrid and PSG.
So you think Real Madrid going to beat Man City at the Etihad?
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough. PSG versus Barcelona. Well, it's Champions League, if it can happen, isn't it? PSG versus Barcelona. PSG is getting through that. Barcelona's not the team that was. This is not the best Barcelona team. Atletico Madrid, I think they'll beat Dortmund over 2 legs. I think Simeone is the manager. Atletico Madrid, I think he's got enough in the locker. I think that team to beat Dortmund over 2 legs. And then PSG will meet Atletico Madrid in the semi-final, and I think PSG will get through that and beat Atletico Madrid. And I think Man City is going to beat Madrid, and I think Bayern Munich is going to beat Arsenal, and then Madrid will beat Bayern, and then get to the final. And I think that's the final I want to see. That's the final I want to see. I want to see PSG versus. I'd like to see PSG versus Man City in the final, and I'm going to go on, and I want PSG to win as well, obviously. So let's get into the player lineup. I just didn't want to just do the lineup and do when you get me. I just wanted to try and let it mix. So we're going to bring this up. Share the screen on here. And there you go. There you go. Done. So we got that there. Let's bring this round. So thoughts on the game tomorrow before we start doing the lineup. What's your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
I think this will be I don't think it will be a tricky game. I don't know, because European football, anything can happen in European football, but I don't know much about Atalanta. I've heard of the team, but I don't know how they're doing in their respective league. I think they're playing the Italian league. So, yeah, I think it won't be a tricky game for us, since we're going to have basically all our main players back, except from Alisson. So, yeah, I think it's, since it's at home as well, I think that will help us, but anything can happen in European football, man. Atalanta might just put it on.
I think we're going to get to the final. I think it's going to be Liverpool versus Liverpool versus, I don't know. Who do you think is going to be in the final?
Europa League.
Yeah. Who do you think? Liverpool versus, I think Liverpool will get into the final. Who do you think we're going to play in the final? Bayern Livingston?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Liverpool and Bayern Livingston.
And yeah, it's going to be mad, isn't it? Stevie, big up. He's saying Simeone versus Pep final. So he thinks it's going to be Atletico Madrid. He thinks Atletico Madrid. Might be. Might be.
I think they play today, don't they?
Yeah, they play today. He thinks they're going to get in the final versus Man City. Might do. So you think PSG is going to get to the semis and then get knocked out by Atletico Madrid? Could do. My pick is PSG. I want PSG to win it. I wouldn't mind PSG winning. I don't want Man City to win it. No chance. Yeah, you know what? Master versus the Apprentice. Yeah, I said that in one of my videos. Stevie. I said that in one of my videos. That if when I thought that Xabi Alonso was coming to Liverpool. Yeah, I actually thought that, and I was on one of my videos, and I was talking about Xabi Alonso. So imagine if Xabi Alonso comes to Liverpool, or we have the final, Liverpool versus Liverpool, right? We win the final. And then Klopp goes over to Xabi Alonso, shakes his hand, and then they announce you that Xabi Alonso is going to be the next Liverpool manager. You could write a script that could be like a movie, man. Bayern Livingston, isn't it? So Bayern Livingston, Liverpool beat them, and at the end, he shakes his hand, and Xabi Alonso said, "I'm the new Liverpool boss." Imagine that. That'd be like a movie, but it didn't work out that way, did it? Because he chose to stay there. Is what it is. So, who we having left back, bro? I've got Kelleher's goals. Who we having the left back?
Tsimikas.
You think Tsimikas? Is he in the team? Is he fit?
I haven't seen him play in ages, man.
I don't think he's gonna play.
I don't know if he's fit. Nah, Robber. Let's go, Robber.
Alright. Well, Tsimikas, Robinson, okay.
And look, I think we're gonna start our strong team because it's the first leg. We just want to get it done and over with, score as much goals as possible, and try and bring the confidence back into these players. I think that's what we have to try and do.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're dead on there. Yeah, man. It sounds like a Hollywood script, bro. This is what I said. This is what I said in my video, man. I said in my video when I thought Xabi Alonso was coming to Liverpool. Said that one thing. I said that Liverpool, that they'll get Bayern Livingston in the final, and then he'll win. That Liverpool will win. And then a Klopp will walk over to him, shake his hand, and say, "This is a new boss." I said that it's like a Hollywood script, man. Hollywood script, bro. So yeah. So we got Robinson as the left back. So what else we're doing? So we're doing what's the two centre backs, centre halves?
Van Dijk and Kanate. I want to see Kanate start, man. Quansah, he's had a lot of games to start. I think this is the time when Kanate needs to get some of his match sharpness back.
I wish Joel Matip was here.
Joel Matip's jogging away, but
I know,
I'm not sure if he's going to be fit to actually play a game. But
so whoever next to Robbo?
Van Dijk and Kanate.
Yeah, Kanate's got to start, man. Hold on. Yeah, that's it.
No, he's got to start.
I know. He's in training. Well, Klopp said today at the press conference. He said today at the press conference that he's he does. It's a possibility, a big possibility that he's going to start anyway. So yeah, that's good. That's good. So who we having next? Kanate? Yeah, we just said.
Yeah, Kanate.
Ibru, Gomez.
Yeah, right back.
It's gonna be Conor Bradley, isn't it?
Conor Bradley. Yeah, Trent's probably going to be on the bench, but
Trent will be playing though.
He's going to play. He's going to play,
Well,
definitely.
he's back in training. He's good to go now.
So yeah, right back for Conor Bradley.
We'll do the subs after if you want. Nothing's
Put in
coming up.
Bradley, I think sometimes I don't recognise the first names. There you go. Right back.
There you go. So, there you go. So, that's what we got so far. That's looking good. I'll put that when we finish the video. We'll download it and we'll put it up on the thingy on the X, so you can see our line up and let us tell what you think if you did miss the video. So, who we're having in D? Is it going to be? Is Endo okay? He's not injured, is he? Endo?
Yeah, Endo. Stick Endo there. We need a strong team out there. Get as much goals as possible in the first leg, man. We don't want to work for it in the second.
Smash them up, innit? Smash them up, man. Oh dear, oh me.
Two midfielders.
Curtis Jones has to play on the right.
Jones and McAllister.
Yeah, has to, man. Come on, Curtis.
Well, I want Sabazalai to rest for the upcoming league game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones and
I want Curtis Jones. I want Curtis Jones to start in the next league game if he's back. Because Curtis Jones, before Curtis Jones got injured, before Curtis Jones got injured, Curtis Jones was our best midfielder. Because remember that's before McAllister emerged as a great midfielder that he is now. You remember when McAllister was filling in for Endo, when Endo wasn't really ready to play in the Premier League. Well, I thought he was, but that's what people were saying. And then McAllister was in the D, and McAllister wasn't really that good. And then Curtis Jones was in midfielder with Sabazalai, and he stepped up, man. And Curtis Jones was so good. And then when he got to the point where he was our best midfielder, in my opinion, he got injured. And it's a shame, man. So who have we next to him?
McAllister.
Curtis McAllister. There you go, McAllister. So there you go. There's our team so far. We got we'll go through it again. We got Kelleher in goals. Left back we got Robbo. Two centre halves. We got Van Dijk and Kanate. Right back we've got Conor Bradley. In DM we have Endo, and our midfielder we have McAllister and Curtis Jones. I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with that. Now this one is where the trickiness comes into it, like the controversy. I'd say the controversy with our front three, because for me, our front three lately has stunk the house out. Let's just call it real. Stunk the house out. Not enough goals. Too discombobulated. I want to see goals. Tomorrow, when I'm watching this game, I want to see goals. Not balls going over the bar, going wide, and all this on the side clapping. I want to see goals. That's what I want to see. Goals. I want to see a goal from Diaz. I want to see a goal from Nunes. And I want to see a goal from Mohamed Salah if he's playing. I want to see goals. Simple. There's no excuses. And Gakpo as well.
Yeah, this is my front three.
There you go.
On the left, I'll have Nunes.
I've just done my speech. There you go. Go on. On the left.
on the left, I'll have Nunes.
Nyonyo.
For the middle, I'll have Gakpo. And on the right, I'll have Elliot.
There you go. Simple.
Forget Diaz and Salah, right? They're not going to score, right? And and they've been playing badly. So why start?
Nah, Jota's playing, you know. You know that Jota's playing tomorrow.
I think he'd be on the sub bench.
Yeah. So who you having? Elliot. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Harvey Elliott.
Elliott's wicked down that right hand side. Even though he's on the right midfield, you're just that right hand side, and Eagles can play there.
I'm liking it. What we'll do when we download this, in a minute, straight after the video, when we download it, what we'll do, we'll put that up on X, and then I'll put the subs that who I think we're gonna have. I think Jota's gonna be. I think Jota's coming on. I think Trent's gonna be a sub. I think Salah's gonna come on, maybe for a little bit. Who do you think the subs are gonna be? Do you agree with them subs? Jota as well is gonna be a sub.
Yeah, Jota's gonna be a sub. Trent's gonna be a sub.
Yeah.
Who else is back? Probably Sabazala's gonna be a sub.
Maybe, yeah. Sabazalayan, yeah. So it's gonna be Jota, Sabazalayan, Trent, and yeah, I just want to see Jota play, man.
Yeah.
You know, I would like Jota to start. I would. I want to see Jota start, really, in my opinion. I want to see Jota as the starting 11. That's what I want to see. Probably won't want to see, but that's just me. I just want to get him up and ready because Jota is our chance of attempting to win this league. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
You would have think I'd said Salah in it, but nah, it's Jota. Jota is our most clinical striker we've got. He might not have more goals than GA than flipping Salah, but when he's in front of goals, he doesn't miss. You understand? It's rare that he misses, and that's why he's a gunman. He's our gunman, and that's where he belongs, Jota. And how old is Jota now? About 26?
26. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know when his contract finishes, but when his contract is coming to that end, we need to renew it.
Yeah.
So, this is his team. So you got Kelly, Gomez, Konate, VVD, Tsimikas, Dom, Mac, Endo, Gakpo, Salah, Nunes. Yeah.
There's a Tsimikas fit.
Tsimikas. I don't know if he's fit. He's fit, yeah. So you want to change it to Tsimikas?
I'll see if he's fit first.
It must be because I think he is fit actually. You want to change it to Tsimikas? You want?
Yeah, change it to Tsimikas.
Right. Just check if he's fit. I don't want to put it on if he ain't. Because we've got to download it and whack it on there, innit? Just check if he's fit. Is he? If it is, I'll put him on there and then I'll download it. Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, he said if we, I'll put it on the screen. He said if we are winning comfortably, take off VVD, Gomez, Mac, Endo.
No, he isn't injured.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. So we're gonna put in Tsimikas.
There you go.
There you go. Done. So that's our team. So there you go. That's our team. That's our finishing team for tomorrow. You got anything less to say, Toto? While we go through this team?
What
you think? Tell what you think, man. Tell what you think before we head off.
What I think about this team, I think the team's good. Kind of Bradley and Tsimikas, I'm really liking the back four because I want a strong team to start, but I also want to rest just a little bit some players. Like I want to rest Robbo.
Yeah.
I want to rest Bazalai, and I want to rest Salah and Diaz for the league games. But that front three there, that's the way I would start. And the subs, look, the front three. This is the way I would start all season. But since Jota's coming back, stick Jota in the middle. I would have Nunes, Jota, Elliott, because I think that's our most reliable front three. I think Elliott deserves to start more.
Yeah.
Because look, every time he's played, he came on in United game.
It's time to give him a chance, isn't it?
Look, he came on in the United game, right? Made impact straight away, won us the penalty.
Yeah.
Right? He deserves to be like starting 11. And I think Elliott is, I think that should be our front three. And instead of Gakpo, Jota should be rotating with Gakpo. And that's the reason. That's what was it.
I tend to agree. Nunes needs to be on the left. People just understand people. Nunes is better utilized on the left. When Nunes was on the left there, he had big assists. Always had big assists when he's on the left. Him and Salah work good together. Him and Gakpo work good together. Nunes works good with anyone who's in that 9 role. Nunes is one of those players that he can assist anyone from the left-hand side. And that's what he was like before, and he was briefly on the left. And then for some reason, Klopp took him back into that 9, into the central role, which I do not like. I like Gakpo in the central role, and I like Diaz on the left. No, Nunes on the left, I mean. I'm talking about Nunes. Nunes should be better utilised on the left. Nunes works with any of them. It works well with Salah. It works well with Gakpo. Nunes does, and that's where I think Nunes should start. But do I think that Klopp's going to start him tomorrow? No. I think he's going to put Diaz there.
Yeah.
You know he's going to do it, but that's my team. This is our team, the way we would line it up. But Nunes is better utilised on the left. Standard.
If he goes, look, one last thing.
No, I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah, one last thing. If he goes the same old front three, Nunes through the middle, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, I'm not going to be happy. I'm just not going to be happy because Salah and Diaz have been playing terrible these past games. I don't care, right, if Diaz scores one goal here and there, right, but he misses a lot of sitters. And now, in this kind of game, first leg, we've got to score lots of goals in the first leg and avoid them getting an away goal. Just avoid it, because if we draw this game, even though it's unlikely we won't, we could. I don't know. Say if we draw this game, Atalanta has the advantage because they're going to go over to their home ground and they're going to have that home advantage. What we need to do, we're at Anfield. We've got to take advantage of that. Score lots of goals, right? I think Gakpo is clinical. He's been in the right position at the right time, right? Elliott's an engine, can't stop running. Nunes is an engine, can't stop running. Why wouldn't you want them as your wingmen?
I know.
Like, Salah is energyless, right? You see, like, doesn't want to. He's so casual with his shots. You got Diaz on the left, which is just constantly losing the ball. He thinks he's playing for Colombia all free. No, you're playing with Liverpool, right? And all he does is lose that ball down that left-hand side. He can beat defenders, which sometimes he does. I'm not taking away from Diaz. I think he's a talented player. He's very, very skillful, and he can put the skillful to use. But majority of the time, he can lose the ball. Majority of the time.
Yeah.
Right? So Nunes on that left. Gakpo through that middle for the clinical. I think Gakpo is clinical. And Elliott on that right. And you got two fast wingers there. And you got one centre forward right there in the middle. And that's Gakpo. Yeah. So I don't understand why Klopp don't play this. If Salah Diaz not playing well, if a player's not playing well, why be afraid to bench him? You know, you just got to say it sometimes, man. Diaz and Salah should be benched. I'm just saying it.
Good. It's true, man. It's true. If they're not performing, you can't play. I don't care about your name. I don't care what you've done in the past. What matters is now. And if you're not performing lately, you don't play. That's it. Because certain players in our team, they know if they know deep down, it doesn't matter what they do on the pitch, they know they're going to be in the starting 11. And maybe if you take them away from the starting 11 and bench them for a couple of games, then they'll realise, you know what, we need to step up our game. So when they do get implemented back into the team, for a certain example, Salah, if he came back into the team, right, say Klopp says, look, you're not playing in the next couple of games. We're gonna have Elliott there. Maybe Salah will probably think to himself, you know what? I need to step up my game a little bit. I'm going with you know what I'm saying? I need to step up my game a bit because Salah knows he's gonna start every game. You get me? It's just like if you got a kid, whatever, yeah. If you got a kid, I'm not a dad, whatever, yeah. If you got a kid and you start giving your kid stuff, and then you say to your kid, yeah, if you don't behave at school, yeah, I'm gonna take your computer away. But that kid knows when he comes home, his computer's gonna be there. So the kid ain't gonna change his mind, is he? The kid ain't gonna change his ways at school. He's gonna continue to be bad because he knows when he gets home, his computer's gonna be on his table. So basically, sometimes you might have to bench Salah now and again just to say, you know what, step up your game. Because you know Pep Guardiola, he would do that. He'll do that with his players. He done it with Grealish. Grealish didn't step up. What happened after when they won the league? He done that thing with the alcohol thing, whatever, yeah. And what the Pep did, he benched him. He kept him off the pitch. And now he's come back. Grealish is playing better than before. You get me? Sometimes you got to do that. That's all I'm saying, because certain players in our team, they think they've got a God-given right that they're going to start every single week. And it doesn't matter if they're playing good or not. You know what I mean? If they're playing bad, they think, yeah, we'll be in the starting 11. This is where Klopp sometimes can be too nice. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Big up, Jordan. Big up, bro. He says, I agree with Toto. Finished both legs off the home game by taking a big to Atlanta. They can't give away. We need 4 goals. Lead at least. Yeah, no. I don't want to see 1-0, 2-1. I want to see a battering. We'll see what happens.
It's not good enough. They've still got that away goal when they come back to their home ground.
I don't think the away goal counts now, do they?
Well, the away goal don't really count, but
it
still counts in aggregate, you know. So,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. If we draw the game and it's still 1-1 going into their home ground, they're going to have the home advantage, you know.
Yeah, I know, but remember the old days when they used to have when away goal counted as 2?
I know.
That wasn't that long ago. So that's it, man. That's the end of the play lineup. We're going to put it up on the internet now. We're going to put it up on Twitter. I know you're going to do a podcast in a minute with you're still doing it with Cuthbert Geezer.
He said, Friday will be better for him, to be honest.
So then do Friday then. It's better Friday because at the end of the week you can talk about all the stuff, innit?
Yeah, and
yeah,
plus,
big up, man.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Now, come tell the people what you're doing on your channel. Go on.
I was saying, like, we've got podcasts, of course, lot of news. Basically, it's going to be me and him based talking about karting, talking about, you know, Formula One, because we're Formula One fans. He's also a Newcastle fan, but he pretty much likes Formula One more.
Yeah, I can see, yeah.
Passion. He recently got some new sponsors as well.
Yeah.
Messaging me all day about it. About, you know, he's got some new
His
sponsors.
mum's on Twitter as well, you know. Rago.
Yeah. But yeah, man, feel free to check that video out on Friday. Yeah,
man. Yeah, and that's going to be live on your channel. What date? What time? 7 o'clock Friday.
You said around about 6-7 o'clock.
Okay, so, then. So, but yeah. Okay, then. So go check that out on top because this is basically what we're doing. We're going to merge one channel together. This is going to be the main channel. We're going to change the name. We're still going to be solo. I'm going to be solo P1, and it's still going to be Toto Hammer. But the channel is going to change. We're going to call it a different name. I think it's probably going to be something like SL Sports, and my solo P1 and Toto Hammer, that's T, so that's SL Sports. That's probably what the name's going to be. We're going to have new banners and everything, so we've got one channel. But Toto's got his side channel where he's going to be doing games. He's going to be talking about FIFA, doing little shorts, and they're going to be doing podcasts with his brethren as well. So remember, check out his channel for that as well. But this is our channel together, this one. This is about sports, about Liverpool, WWE wrestling, which we're doing a wrestling review tomorrow on WrestleMania. And we're going to be doing a video on the future Liverpool manager, Emran, which looks like it's going to happen now. So I think they've agreed a verbal agreement. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow as well. So check us out for that. Not tomorrow, the day after, because tomorrow, obviously, it's Europa League. So I'm going to be heading off now. I'm going to go and watch the Champions League in a minute, in about an hour. I'm going to watch the PSG game and see what happens from there. And yeah, man, big up to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your unlimited support, Stevie. Big up. Stevie White, NWAS. Big up. We will be doing a space this week. It's going to be on Friday. So remember to spread the word, Stevie, to your brethren, so we can do a good space and we could talk about what's going on in Liverpool and what's going on with the new manager, and we can get your thoughts on it from there. I love having the debates. He's brilliant guy. This is if you haven't followed him, follow him on Twitter. Stevie White, NWAS. He's a geezer. He's always on his channel, always giving his support, and he's always retweeting when we go live as well. That's another thing I appreciate. Yeah. I caught that today. Big up. So Toto, see you later, mate. See you later, bro.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the Champions League. And before we go, let's put the trailer up. I'm always late doing this trailer. So big up, everyone. See you later, guys. Bye.
and went up on Nunez.